what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Console Gaming League for the second time of the night. Hopefully, this time we will have a game. Well, actually, we will have a game. There is players all in lobby. There is no hope, well, at least hopefully no chance of a forfeit here. And now we are into a different game of the NA Console Open tier, and I believe it is still also in, yes, the losers round 2. And funnily enough, this will be the a matchup between Arctic Wintons and Dark Sun will be playing Short Bus, whoever wins this game.
Well, this is starting to get interesting. Now we're starting to get towards that business end of the tournament, and so we'll see how it's going to go. I mean, Short Bus gets the easy FF win. Mm-hmm. So now we actually get to see what Arctic Wintons and Dark Sun bring out here as far as what they're going to do here. We'll go ahead and take a look at Wintons' lineup here. They are part of We, the Winton Enthusiasts and Enjoyers org. And, well, ABC there alongside of Wiley in the DPS. We've got Ripley on tank. They're Captain, Anonymous, and only Echoes will be in for this lineup here coming in. Now we're gonna have some things shifting around. We'll have lots of substitution role swaps for Dark Sun as we take a look at them.
Yeah, the Dark Sun roster, a lot more names that I recognize from Council Watch past. We got Demigod Sun and Jackish on that DPS line, Blazito on the tank. And then I believe Ace Man got swapped out for Wood, so it's Sin and Wood in for Dark Suns.
All right. Well, I think the gamers are ready to go. I know that I'm ready to go. First map is going to be Antarctic Peninsula. Kind of an odd pick here coming out. You're not used to seeing that as a normal first round pick. You're usually looking at Ilios or Lijiang Towers. So, I mean, the fact that we're going to this, I think that it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Newer map allows for different compositions coming through. Maybe you're looking to play more of a flanker style right now.
Yeah, no, I'm very interested because what I think of Antarctic Peninsula, I think of, obviously it came out right when Ramatra Brawl was the end-all be-all composition. And that's what I still think of Antarctic Peninsula to be, that still a brawl haven for players. And so I'm expecting that. Still, obviously, brawl can work well, especially since there have been some support nerfs. Reinhardt's maybe a little bit more enjoyable to play now. Zarya is still very good. Orisa still also very good. It's brawl characters are still in a very good spot.
Well, I mean, there's been a ton of support changes, like you kind of hit on. The big one is that the Zenyatta. This is the first time that Zenyatta has really been touched since we had like the big boom changes back when Goats was ended. So, I mean, this is the first time that the Omnic Healer has been touched, and the fact that you could LOS away from a Discord orb and you can't have it reapplied for 7 seconds, that is so massive in our game now, because I mean, 7 seconds, that can win. That's the difference between winning a fight and not winning a fight. So, I like that they finally did do something, because the orbs were always so oppressive. And everybody's like, oh, no, he's in the perfect spot. No. You're not a tank player. You're not the one getting a Discord and just absolutely blasted down. So, looks like we are going to start on Icebreaker here. And, this is going to be definitely one of those brawl maps. It looks like we're going to get a double Reinhardt setup. Hooray for that. But then we get the differences. And Dark Sun looks like they're going to play a little bit of flank with some shield control. And then on the other side, it looks like ABC is going to be working in concert with Wiley to get on top of Blazito and take him out the fight.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I believe Bastion did get a somewhat of a nerf as well, with their weapon spread increased by 10%. So it's a little bit harder to mow down your opposition. We'll see how it works for Demigod Sun. but a nice Maywall comes in from Jackish already. They are going to be able to rotate back, though, as Arctic Winston, keeping people up and healthy for the moment. But Wily in the back line here, looking for the hack, and well, they're going to find it onto Ace Man there. And well, still, it's going to be Dark Sun coming in early on and finding these picks out, as Demi Godson says, you know what, I don't need the weapon spread. My aim is good enough. It's going to land this shot's true, and Dark Sun take the first fight.
The fact that we had the problem there, being able to go into that, and they weren't able to really, capitalize on the back of that manual hack. I mean, Wiley's going to try and stick with it, but the hack target has to be called out, and they've got to really finish on the back of it.
They really do. As there's the fight gonna come in. Rotation already there from Arctic Wintons, and they're able to capture this first point here. As Ryan's gonna come out, the Shatter's gonna come through, but not gonna find anything just yet. Maywall coming up here now. And now it's still anyone's point as trades are coming in from both of these squads, but it looks like finally Dark Sun are going to be able to come out on top with Wily going down and out. And there's Dark Sun taking back the point.
I mean, Dark Sun really is starting to be that person. And I mean, they're just really taking space, and they're kind of ignoring the manual hack. They're kind of turning and facing the manual hack and trying to shield the person that's getting manual hack down. I mean, EMP is almost generated, actually faster than Anonymous.
Ooh, when they're going to get Sin out too, and Demi Godson as well. Yeah, Matrix was invested, and it's just going to go away now thanks to that EMP. And that's just a nice play coming in from Arctic Wintons, getting back, taking this point before it gets too out of hand, up to 50% for Dark Sun.
I don't hate the use of the EMP there. They actually really could have held on to it, because when you take Sin down, you have basically the fight one. You can't speed your Reinhardt around or your Bastion. So I mean, 4-pack of ultimates ready to go here for Dark Sun.
And almost taking Jackish out there. That would have been a huge play yet again. Blizzard online, though, for Dark Sun here. It's a perfect opportunity to enter into this point. Artillery strike, though, as well, going to be invested early on by Demi Godson. Going to be hacked out, still going to get damage down. That's the crucial part. Now allowing Dark Sun to get into the thick of things with a nice sound barrier comes in from Sin. Both of them use that, but it looks like the side of Dark Sun are going to come out on top now, especially with this that Blizzard coming online, taking down Ripley, and there just goes the rest of Arctic Winston following afterwards.
So I think what happened there is that we went a little bit over aggressive. And they did not get the value off the Death Blossom that they were hoping for. Wily almost has another EMP online BT dubs. So I mean, they're definitely getting the work done on the Sombra. I think a little bit of pre-fight planning would really do Arctic Wintons a world of good here, but they do have Shatter. So mind games ensuing here for Dark Sun and Arctic Wintons.
Yeah, mind games on the point. Oh wow, a nice fire strike comes through. They're going to be able to, Blazito's going to be able to block that up, though. Shatter not going to find anyone, but there's still rotation coming in from Arctic Wintons, and they're going to be swinging their hammer round and round. Can they find the damage done, or have they overextended too much? Shatter comes out now from Blazito. It's going to connect to 2, and there goes nice plays coming in from Dark Sun. They have this advantage here, and it seems to be going their way. There are a lot of people low, though, but Dark Sun still are going to be able to come out on top, up to 92%. It is going to allow Arctic Wintons a last-second touch, though.
They really are going to get there. Why do you go in the ice block there when you've got your healers literally standing right there? I don't understand that. But anyways, there's the touch coming in.
Yeah, the touch comes in. Well, Wiley's going to go down. They're not going to have this EMP for the fight unless there's some drastic spawn or hold coming in from Arctic Winston to keep things going, but it doesn't seem to be the case with that sound barrier coming through from Sin. And Matrix out as well, but only Echoes is going to go down. Blazito takes down Anonymous. They do get the touch. The EMP does come out. It finds 5, but again, there's just no one left on the point for Arctic Wintons to follow suit as Dark Sun take round number 1.
I mean, I see what Arctic Wintons are trying to do here. And I mean, they're starting to really capitalize on the back of some of these manual hacks. I just think that they need to be a little bit more precise. Like I said, pre-fight planning, especially here, tier 3 diamond area. I mean, mechanics should be good enough to be able to battle in on the back of it. But I think where the problem is that you're not planning what to do after you hit said ultimate or you hit said manual hack. Communication's got to be key here, and that's something that comes with working together through a whole season. Last chance saloon here for these two teams. Really need to get on the back end of this. I like what Wiley's doing, and then look at this. We got a swap coming out. We're bringing out the May and the Symmetra. Let's see if they're going to swap over to. Well, they're going to go with the Reaper here. So Reaper May into a Reaper Bastion. That's kind of interesting. Not seen this before.
Yeah, no, very up close and personal Arctic Wintons want to be, but it's going to be hard to do so. We're going to be walking into a lot of spam damage coming in from Demigods on this Bastion. See, the nice Maywalls coming out. That's the old school Overwatch. I love to see the dueling Maywalls on the point. But right now, Arctic Wintons obviously have that advantage currently on the point, and they're going to find the advantage now in the kill feed as well, cleaning out the cleaning house of Dark Sun, forcing them back to spawn.
I mean, there's Reaper Pit coming through loud and clear right there, using the amp speed to get on top of them. That's exactly what you need your Lucio for. So, I mean, well played there from Arctic Wintons. The first Maywall that came out from Wiley outplayed Jazzism there, or Jazzish on the opposite May. I mean, even though they got more damage out there, I still think the better positional play came from Wiley.
Oh, and Demigodson's going to be going over to more of one of their signature heroes, over to the Reaper here. But
Bye.
Shatter comes down right in the face of Ripley, taking down everyone. The cleanups there. Sin's going to be able to get out, but a great play coming in from Ripley there.
Shatter death right there. Beautiful. And now they're running into this Amp Matrix coming out from Only Echoes. Perfectly set up. You could not have predicted the raise of the shield there any better from Ripley. Was ready to go with the Y button. Got it done. Wins the fight, 50% in counting, and now, like I said, you're running into this window.
They're going to run into a window. It's up to 55% now. Aceman is going to have a window of their own, though, and, they're going to be able to take ABC out of the fight already. Nice Maywall coming out yet again, but Ripley's going to be the one to fall down. Amp Matrix was invested, but it's just not going to really get the value you're hoping for because, you used it, but everyone else around you died. And Dark Sun are able to come back at 75% for Arctic Wintons.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a little bit of ultimate discipline right there. But I mean, 76%, it'll take a couple of fights for Dark Sun to get near that. They got a full 5-pack of ultimates coming in here to this next fight. So for Sin, I mean, you got staying power. It'll be answered by Anonymous with their own sound barrier. Battle of the Blossoms and the Blizzards. It's going to be a bountiful bevy of ultimates. I got way too many B's in that sentence.
A winter blossom, if you will. I don't know.
Winter blossom.
Winter blossom, if you will.
Very poetic, Joshua. Very poetic.
Perhaps if that's how the tide shall be. There's the blizzard coming out from Jackish, though, and there's a death blossom coming in from ABC. It's not the combo you were looking for, but hey, it's still gonna happen there in the end as the shatter does come out from Zito. But it doesn't really, the follow-up's not really there. Ripley goes down, and hey, the trades are coming in, though. Dark Sun are still able to hold things out, and they might be able to keep things going, especially if they can take Wiley out, and they do so.
Heavy investment from both teams there. The only thing is that Demigodson was the only one that had the trigger discipline not to press Y there, and they hold on to this Blossom. So this is going to be an ultimate that Arctic Wintons should be anticipating. This immortality barrier from Only Echoes is really the only saving grace that they've got.
Or Ripley could, in fact, use the shatter to stop them, but it would just be kind of a waste of a shatter if it's not more people than that. But we'll see. The fight's going to break out any second now. And Demigodson looking for that. Shadow's going to come out. Yeah, they're all done. Aceman does go down, though. The Death Blossom does come in. And it is looking good for Arctic Wintons as they've taken Blazito out. There's still an opportunity, especially if they can take on Wiley here yet again. But the Ice Block is forced on the Jackish, but can they find the pick? No, still nothing just yet. And Sin is super low. Gonna go down up to 96%. Do Dark Sun get it, though?
The fact that Justice is still alive, I don't know how they got out of that. How did they get out of that? How do you not confirm the kill on that? But Blossom's going to be ready to go. You're going to have the Blizzard as well. who gets to the Blizzard first, I think that's who wins this fight.
I think that wins it right there, especially unless they can keep up Blizzido, but Blizzido cannot stay alive. Sound Barrier is going to be invested. They might be able to get the flip, but it's just not going to be happening. There's the Mayo coming in from Jackish, though. There's still an opportunity. No, but the Death Blossom's just going to clean house. That's going to be that. Round 2 goes to Arctic Wintons.
Oh, okay. Better ultimate discipline there from Arctic Wintons. They understood their win condition and knew that they had that Blossom. That was the big kicker there. Having the Blossom and pulling that Immortality Barrier out at the last fight. That's what gets them the win there. Now, we're going to head to sub-level. There's lots of nooks and crannies. There's a couple of jump pads here that can get you from high to low ground with little detection. It's going to be Demigodson versus ABC. And I think that ABC, we'll see what they bring out here. I like the Symmetra getting you out of teleport or out of spawn, just like the Lijiang Tower. I like using the Symmetra here, and then using the Swift Step to get back to your team. Yeah, I would absolutely bring that into here. But I mean, man, Wily versus Jackish, that is a really good matchup that we need to be watching on. Also, the battle between Wily and Jackish, it's been so fascinating. How they generate these different ways of generating the Blizzard, and now high ground control is at a premium.
Yeah, high ground, you've got to be able to keep this high ground unlocked, or you're gonna not have it and have to fight a uphill battle from then on out, as Demigodson just found out ABC is in the back line. They're trying to focus out the back line of Dark Sun, and Ripley, though, is going to be felled out early on. Blizzido is going to go down, though, so there's still an opportunity of Demigodson on the Reaper. Like I said, that bread and butter character for them, able to work out wonders for Dark Sun.
Absolutely massive, and the Echoes might get staggered out here. I don't know if they managed to get away or not. They did manage to get away, so I mean, look at this. Ace Man versus Only Echoes. 95% to the window in one extended fight. That is an immense amount of healing coming out from the Baptiste.
Well, look at Ripley versus Blizzido. 93 up to the Shatter already. Blizzido 75 here. The ABC, oh my goodness, almost went down. If that was a headshot, you're not having your Reaper.
No.
Ripley invested the Shatter. Death Blossom is invested as well, but they both teams invest the Shatter. An ultimate, don't really get a value from it, but in the end, still, Dark Sun are able to hold things strong.
That's a bit of panic, isn't it, Joshua? It's a bit of panic coming out from both teams. I mean, we saw the Demigodson Blizzard or Blossom get completely shut down. We see Ripley get killed before the Shatter actually gets any kind of value. Man, Sound Barrier is ready to go for both sides. The big kicker, I mean, we're going to have both Blizzards as well. Who can withstand this next? Oh, no, it's done.
Yeah. No, it's already done for Arctic Wintons. They're just gonna wait. They've got to wait. You can't really go into this knowing that Jackish probably has this Blizzard online, and ABC might just be able to might get staggered out here if they can't get away, and they do get staggered out. That's huge. Rotation is going to come in from Arctic Wintons. They've got to touch. That's up to 83%. The Blizzard of their own coming on. Both of the teams. Sound Barrier's invested as well, though. Who's going to stay alive this Shatter? It's the perfect time yet again. Both teams getting those Shatters right in the faces of the Reinhardts. And that's probably about done it. There's going to be able to two touches coming in with Anonymous and ABC, with the Death Blossom coming in, and they're almost get Demigodson out. But they have that Wraith form. Overtime bar going to be ticking away. It doesn't look like there's going to be able to get a touch in the end. Dark Sun take map number 1.
Okay, I mean, game on. This is going to be a back and forth affair, and it's going to come down to total team play right now. Who has the ultimate discipline? Because that's something that I noticed from both sides, is that there has been some panic in a mid-fight where things get a little bit hairy. I mean, look at this. Demigodson just absolutely cleaning people's faces off here and gets the job done. You mentioned that it was their signature hero, absolutely signature hero, and showing us why they're so good on the Reaper.
Yeah, really good stuff. Reaper Tracer player from the olden days. Tracer, really good. They're also very good at Tracer, but obviously we haven't seen that just quite just yet, obviously. But I mean, there's an opportunity to see Tracer coming into the later rounds of, especially if we head to something that's not King's Row. I mean, obviously you could still see Tracer on King's Row. I would just think we'd probably see more of what we saw on Antarctic Peninsula if we went to King's Row. The compositions mostly gel together. I would say if you're going to King's Row from here.
I mean, here's what I think. I think that if you go to King's Row, because of what happened to Zenyatta, and I know that a lot of Diamond players like to play Zenyatta.
Wait, this isn't Diamond. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking of last matchup. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm talking about Diamond right now. It's on my brain for some reason. Anyway, Zenyatta played up here in the open division very much as well. So you could actually play Ramatra now and not be like the punching pinata that we have seen so much because of the changes to the Discord orb. You LOS away from it. You have 7 seconds to kind of get your job done. You can go into Nemesis form. You can throw hands on a Reinhardt. Those are the things that I'm looking at right now because that's what I think that, I think that's what we're really trying to do is we're trying to get this brawl back into like heavy favor and allowing tanks to stand tall. Yeah, you were definitely looking in your crystal ball there. Both teams want to play brawl here, and we are going to King's Row for our next map.
Yeah, I was looking at the hero updates that came out today. Yesterday. I was looking to see if Ramatra got any changes. No, Ramatra did not get any changes in this. It was the dive tanks besides Wrecking Ball. Which, come on. Can we have a Wrecking Ball meta, Blizzard?
No.
No? You don't want a Wrecking Ball meta? You don't want a Roadhog? What about a Roadhog meta?
Get out. Just get out.
You don't want Roadhog?
No. I want Reinhardt meta. I want to see them, instead of poking it, mid to long range, I want people in front of each other, slugging it out. Honorable combat. Hey, that's what I want.
And that's what we're getting right now, Billy. We're sticking it out. Like you said, King's Row going to be the map choice. And I mean, hey, if it's more of the same, I'm happy. We do have a side swap as well. Dark Sun opting to go for the defense. And I know we've talked about this before, and I believe you are in the mind that defense first is always the right way to go.
Yep. I think that you want to see what kind of a benchmark you need to hit. And I also think that if you can full hold a team on first, that just throws the other team into chaos. Mm-hmm. Because it completely takes a shatter at the middle because you've got one of the most iconic maps in Overwatch, regardless of whether or not you played from beta in Overwatch 1 or you just joined. King's Row is one of the most played maps in this game. Everybody knows this map inside and out. We know all the flank angles. We know all the wacko strategies. Mm-hmm. And you always think that you have something up your sleeve. We're going to see, if that comes to bear here for the Arctic Wintons. This is their map pick. And they're going to be coming out on the attack. I want to see what Dark Sun has up their sleeve defensively. Because if you don't know what to do on King's Row, are you really playing Overwatch?
Yeah, I mean, that is the case. That is a good question.
Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, Joshua, if you don't know how to play, if you don't have at least 3 strats for King's Row by this time, what? No.
There's no way. I was really thinking to myself, we can't really do AC 130 anymore. But there's no way. I would love to. If Ripley goes over to a Sigma, I might lose my mind. If we see an AC 130 strat come out, I was like, you can't really do it now with the changes to Bastion, right? You can't really set up there, but I mean, you could still beam down. I want this. I hope this happens.
I hope for your sake it does too. Just because you'd be squealing like a little kid in school. But I mean, for Dark Sun, they feel like this is the composition that's going to win. And I mean, they really did deal with Ripley. That's a lot of damage that went on to the main tank, and they're holding back a little bit.
Oh no!
This I don't like. They're allowing rotations to happen in front of them.
Yeah, no rotation, no AC 130, unfortunately. But Wiley literally at 3 HP. Yeah, they're just allowing Arctic Winston to get the defensive spawn, the defensive hold now. I don't like that at all either. Defensive positioning is always the spear positioning for the teams, but you're dropping 1 by 1 is also not a good thing if you are Arctic Wintons, but they're going to be able to take Blazito out early on, and that's just going to be really much, that should be the first point taken.
They allowed the rotations, and that's exactly what happened. The Demigodson might have something to say about this. They forced out the immortality barrier. So if Demigodson can get some work done here, they might be able to actually stay in this fight. Yeah, I mean, the healing resources there. Demigodson takes out Ripley down. There's a recontest coming in.
Yeah, there is a recontest coming in, and it might be able to do some work. They do lose Shen, though. That's not what you want, but hey, you're already onto the point, so the Lucio speed might not be as necessary as it would be on an attack, and Demi is continuously finding these picks on the point here, and well, they are going to be able to get the hold.
So that whole sequence of events takes a minute and a half off the clock. That is absolutely massive. If you're Dark Sun right now, sound barrier difference in your favor. I mean, the Blossom's going to be coming up as well.
Yeah, Blossom's going to be coming available. Are they going to be able to hold that? There's the photon barrier out. The sound barrier's in response, and the shatter comes through, knocking people down. But it still seems like there is an opportunity for Arctic Wintons to keep this going. Especially if they use that sound barrier there. Ripley's just left of the point. Demigodson still on point, though. And they have this Death Blossom if they do so choose to use it, but if they don't get to the touch, there's no way, Billy. There's no way indeed. And Demi and Sin go down.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I mean, that's all there is to it. How do you C9 in that position right there? ABC over to the Tracer. This is going to present a lot of problems for Demigodson and the back line of Dark Sun. That's almost unforgivable, my friend. I mean, you are literally standing right there. A touch. Just a touch. That's all you needed. You had Death Blossom. You should have invested in taking Ripley out of the fight.
Yeah, it should have been. I mean, it's just not. It's kind of inexcusable, but there's still an opportunity to get this hold going for them on the defense, or on the streets phase of Kings Row. And well, they've already taken Blazito out. Now the Blizzard coming out. That's just gonna, that's just gonna be a team wipe right there, Billy.
Excellent. See, that's great fight planning. That's all you got to do is set up the fight and knock it down. And I mean, that's a late stagger onto Anonymous. So, you know what? Sin's going to have the sound barrier difference once again for this next fight. ABC back over to the Symmetra. So, apparently they were feeling like they weren't able to move the Bastion around enough, and they were trying to get early positioning on Dark Sun. They're going to be running into a shatter here very shortly from Blazito. Ripley has his available.
Yeah, Ripley does have his available. You've got to think that's in the back of Blazito's mind here, but the rotation is going to come out with that, the Symmetra teleporter getting people in the position, but a lot of people are low, though, because of said rotation, and Demi's going to find the pick, the Death Blossom in the back, taking down ABC and Anonymous, and Ripley's going to follow quickly afterwards, and that's going to be the team kill for Dark Sun.
One ultimate to win the fight. That's a beautiful Blossom in there. Teleport and Blossom in from Demigodson. Now, you've got Shatter and both support ultimates to back you up. We're going to be holding around the bookstore here. 2:15 on the clock. You've got the taxi service coming in from Anonymous. I want to see if they get really aggressive with this.
You expect they do, but they don't. Besides the Shatter, they don't. And I mean, they have the Ant Matrix as well. They don't really have anything to follow up. Ooh, but that was a nice fire strike. Got a lot of damage done onto Dark Sun there, but again, the follow-up really wasn't there, so you can't deal with that just yet. But now they're just going to run into him, run past the Ant Matrix of Only Echoes. Sound Barrier going to be invested as well. Ripley's going to have that shatter, but only connects to it doesn't connect to anyone, and it's going to be Blazito with a shatter of their own, finding all the value they needed.
Ripley got a huge shatter there. It was the photon barrier that completely stifled the shatter. Perfectly timed, coming out from ABC. They get the job done on that. Now they'll be able to take this last corner, but you're running into Blizzard, So, I mean, the contestant would be coming here. Nice, beautiful picture there. Looking at the last quarter coming around. They're trying to set up early to try and stop this touch.
Yeah, I just don't know how I lost the plot of that fight. But hey, in the end, yeah, Arctic Wintons are now very close, and Demi's already found Wily, who was trying to build up to another artillery strike there. But yeah, I think that's just going to be that fight done and dusted already, with Demi Godson taking Anonymous out and then finding another one at the end there.
I mean, you hold on to both DPS ultimates, so that's the big kicker there for Darkseid, is they did that completely in the neutral. You're looking for now maybe a teleport play coming in from Demi Godson. I mean, they're absolutely feasting on the Reaper right now. ABC, I don't know about this symmetric pick. I know that you're getting a lot of work done with the turrets and it's slowing people down, but I think that Blizzard is a much better option rather than the Photon Barrier.
No, I definitely agree with you there. Once the teleporter strats fall apart, Sim not really the best character to keep attacking with, but hey, I mean, especially if you can get that beam up onto that Reinhardt shield, but losing Anonymous is not what you wanted to do. No more speed boost available, and there goes Wily Death Blossom from on top. Not gonna find the picks that you were hoping for, and still not finding those picks just yet. It's overtime though, and it's looking pretty decent, especially with that May wall coming in from Jackish. I think that really solidifies everything, unless this Matrix has anything to say for them, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It's just Anonymous left, and they're going to be dealt by Jackish taking that fight and, well, holding it out on point number 2.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Right.
I was muted. Sorry. No, okay. So I mean, it was a C9 that got them point A with a minute and a half. They get stymied with the massive teleport Blossom in. I think that they got their feet under them when we saw ABC throw out that perfectly timed Photon Barrier. And I thought that was the head of steam that they needed to get themselves over the line. But Demi Godson, once again, getting into their backline, creating all the havoc in the world, forcing resources out from Arctic Wintons. They have not had an answer for this Reaper yet. I think that you do have to mirror, and I think that you got to get off the Bastion, because Demi Godson is just feasting on the low mobility of that Bastion.
No, you need to mark the Bastion, you need to mark Demi with a Reaper of their own to keep them in check. Like you said, I mean, they haven't been dealt with at all. And we'll see if they can figure it out here, or if they're going to go down 2-0 in the series here, Billy.
Oh man, I mean, I like what I'm saying. You know, mirror matchups. This is the honest way to do this. The only thing that I would say differently is if you wanted, like, if Demi Godson wanted to do something different, pull out the Tracer, or conversely, you can pull out the Sojourn, or you can pull out the Sombra.
Yeah, I mean, the Tracer would work well for Demi. I don't really know about their Sombra play. I just know Reaper Tracer. That's what I know them for, and that's what they're pretty good at. And that's what we're seeing right now. Reaper being almost unstoppable for Demi at the moment. But Maywall already out from Wily. They're going to have it back in a little bit, though, so that's not too big of an investment. But Maywall comes out for Jackish, trying to separate squads, but still no one going down quite just yet. But that Ice Block is going to be forced, and Jackish is going to go down. There's just going to be a rotation out from Dark Sun.
That's a good first hold there from Arctic Wintons. They're catching what they're seeing there. Yeah, Wily actually getting a lot of work done. This speed coming in from Anonymous really keeping them in the fight. Wily is feasting with this extra speed and the extra burst that's coming out from ABC. So I like the fact that they're willing to mirror here. Rotation needs to be huge here coming from Dark Sun. They need to find a way to get an early pick, or at least force that Immortality Barrier out.
Yeah, would be massive. There's a Shatter is already online from Ripley as well. The Amp Matrix, though, might have just been nullified thanks to that wall coming in from Wily, but if people are low, they're going to be building up to these ultimates, though, for Arctic Wintons. Wily's very close to this Blizzard, and there's the sound, or Amp Matrix coming in from only Echoes. Shatter does come through, but Ripley's going to be blown up in the midst of all of that. Still, Arctic Wintons have staying power. They've got this Blizzard available already from a while ago. Jack is just at 70%, and the Death Blossom comes in and takes Aceman down. And now the Blizzard gonna be invested. If they can't find more picks off the back of this, that would be disastrous. And they don't. The Soundbearer comes in from Sin at the perfect time. Now Soundbearer in for response from Anonymous, but there's the Shatter coming in from Blazido, taking only Echoes down, and the Death Blossom comes through from Demigodson, taking 2 out as well. That's gonna be that. It's just ABC left, and they're dealt with by Aceman.
Perfectly placed fight, and you know the Shatter. I think they didn't plan that Shatter coming out because that's why Demi went up to the high ground. They were going to drop in and drop that Blossom as soon as they saw the overshielding go away. So I mean, you know what? You saved it. You get the fight win with the later usage of that Death Blossom. Now they need to be pushing forward. They need to be claiming the Archway here. Yeah, you know he's coming in here.
Yeah, definitely. You're trying to take that position, take that high ground away, take that positioning away, and they do so pretty well for the moment. Obviously, they're going to have to rejoin their team. They are not a long-range character, but now with the Blizzard coming online, it's going to be locking up Ripley, and there's no Immortality Field to save them. The Immortality Field a little bit too far away, and that's just going to be the end of that as Dark Sun continuing to push forward.
I mean, this could be a problem here for Blazido. Blazido actually needs to get out. You got Debbie there with you. Debbie saving the Reinhardt, and has actually passed ABC in the Blossom department. Now they're going to get a free fight here. They'll probably take second corner as they look to approach here towards the Foundry.
Yeah, the good thing, though, for Arctic Wintons is they've got this Amp Matrix to go in on, and that is huge, but they're going to have to walk into a lob coming in as well from Dark Sun. They're going to have this Death Blossom to keep people away from Cart, and if they can get a pick early on to ABC, but there's the Death Blossom. No, Demi's not going to use that Death Blossom right there. Amp Matrix is going to be invested in ABC's down and out of the fight, Billy. Thankfully, they get a new lease on life, though, thanks to that Amp Matrix from only Echoes. But Anonymous now going down, going a little too aggressive. Shatter comes through. They're just going to deal with Wily. They did not want to have to deal with that Blizzard online at all. And Aceman just keeps stealing these final blows. ABC is going to use that Death Blossom. Both of the Reapers use it. And in the end, it's going to be Dark Sun taking the map.
I love the disengage there. You know, we got the bonus kill on the Sin there from Arctic Wintons. Getting the Lucio out of that fight was everything they needed. Debbie Godson once again owning this lobby and having a damn good time at it. So I mean, just you know what, having fun on the Reaper player. You know, somebody check him PC.
He goes,
and they really
did.
Side. Yeah, just casually throws in the Blossom when they see that they can't get the Lucio in the sky. You know what? Press Y, everybody dead, and that is a beautifully planned out fight there from Arctic Sun or Dark Sun. So, yeah, I mean, Arctic Wintons up against it. They're facing match point.
Hey, Billy, I just wanted to let you know my favorite character is the Reaper guy. He's very powerful. Special move, honestly, is one of the best in the game. And so he comes equipped with all these 2 revolvers, and only takes about 3 or 4 shots to actually execute a kill. So it comes really in handy, especially when you come in from the side.
Lake Day would be proud of you right now. Harry would be very proud of you right now. Anyways, that's going to do it for us here for this part of the broadcast. We're going to go to a little break. We'll have map 3 when we come back. Don't go away.
Hey everyone, welcome back, everyone. I said everyone twice. You know, great intro, Josh. Great intro. Oh.
He's feeling it right now. We're going to Surabasa, everybody, because Joshua has completely lost his train of thought there. So yeah, Surabasa coming out from Arctic Wintons here.
Yeah.
They've shown signs of life. Look, they can win fights.
Yeah,
I
no,
think we're getting there though, Josh. I think that we're getting to the point where it's going to come down to one fight,
yeah,
or not, with the caliber of teams that we're playing with right now. So every little small detail has to be really paid attention to here. You know, kind of like saying everyone twice in the same opening.
Yeah, no, definitely, but there is an opportunity, like you said, Flashpoint definitely can bode itself more to those, you know, winning one fight. That's really, I mean, you can get maybe 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky, but one good fight is probably what you're getting to the max there, and that's what Arctic Wintons need.
I mean, I'm wheezing right now. Rhino's having a lot of fun on the back end of this. Our wonderful producer tonight getting us our game here with everything else, making fun of our Reaper banter earlier. But I tell you what, we do have a substitution coming in. Cake is coming in, and Only Echoes is coming out in the support role. So we do have that coming in from Arctic Wintons, and we'll see if this is going to be the change that starts the reverse sweep here for this Arctic Winton team.
Well, I mean, it has to be, Billy. I mean, if they want to have a chance in this, and right now, hey, I'm liking this Arctic Wintons comp here, Billy. Specifically since they have the Lucio still. But other than that, I mean, hey, I still really like the Tracer and Sombra, especially if they can. Well, actually, both teams are running Tracer Sombra there.
We just Laserafimed all over until I Suravasa on your point. And nobody saw it. You didn't catch it. Damn it! I'm done with you. I am absolutely done with you. We're starting on market here, everybody.
What?
We're starting on market.
Rhino also was confused. I'm confused too.
That was the Laseraphim comp. They were all in the Laseraphim.
Oh, yeah, they were.
God, stay with me here, camera guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I only speak big words. I speak words fast. I'm not smart. We come into this fight here though for both of these new teams, and well, hey, Ripley's gonna go down early. Yeah, that's already the fight done. You can't go in. We did have a swap though while this fight is finishing up. The Cake Queen did come in for Echo on the support role.
I mentioned that as well.
You did?
Yes. I mentioned it in our opening.
Am I going insane?
Yes, I think you might actually be going insane here, Josh. But I mean, this is what happens when we cast a lot of games, folks. Is that we lose our train of thought, and it just happens. But I mean, I don't hate this. I don't hate this from Arctic Wintons. I just think that, you know, how are you going to engage against the shield unless you walk directly up on Blazito, and the support is just too damn good to really be able to do that.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, a nice virus did come out, but yeah, you can't. You have to just walk right onto the hay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice play, especially if you can find Jackish out, but the healing's just there. The hack is on to Jackish, still trying to just take this May out somehow, some way, but it's just not possible. The healing's just too strong, Billy, as Dark Sun continuing to hold on to this point.
I mean, just through the sheer will of friendship, they get it done. I mean, if you can wall off the Junker Queen here, it's absolutely done.
ABC does take down Ace Man, though, so that is huge. There's the Pulse Bomb out from ABC, though, but again, Sound Barrier invested from Dark Sun. That should just be that. First point's going to go the way of Dark Sun.
They only invest the Sound Barrier, and I don't even think they really needed it. They just wanted to make sure that they get this first point and start the snowball rolling down the hill. Pulse Bomb didn't find any value, so I think that for ABC, you know, I like what they're doing. They're getting that annoyance factor. They're forcing Jaxish and Sin to turn and kind of take their attention away from Blazito and keeping them in the fight. So Virus plus that hack, I mean, it's 100 damage over 2 seconds. That is massive.
When a nice rampage, though, comes out, Ace Man's going to be felled out. Now with the Death Blossom coming in, though, it's Demigodson. It's going to find Ripley out there. It was an interesting Jagged Blade choice because it would have brought the Death Blossoming Reaper into you. But it didn't matter in the end as Dark Sun take this control of the second point.
I mean, all fun aside, because we are having an absolute ball with this cast tonight. Ripley actually going over to the Doomfist. So it's time to pull out all the stops. So Hackfist is going to be the composition coming in here and looking for the follow-up, the finishing blows from ABC.
Yeah, but again, they've had some changes to Doomfist. It's a little bit, it's nerfed. The stuns have gone down. Sin is going to come in, Wiley's going to go down, and the Sound Bear's invested, but our people are going to get caught up in the midst of the blizzard from Jackish, and that is going to be that fight done and dusted here yet again.
Just, you know what? They're being so ultra aggressive with these ultimates. I don't hate it. I love decisiveness. When you're playing as a team, you got this confidence going forward, and you've got all the moxie, and you've got the momentum in your favor. Why not let these out when you can? And I mean, they're absolutely finishing on the back of them. That's the big kicker right now, is that they are finishing on the back of the engagements.
Well, the Kitsune Rush is going to come in.
Wall!
Oh, yeah, there's a nice wall. A nice wall indeed. But this is where they got to win. The EMP comes in, but no, they lose 3! How is that possible? You get a... Wow. Dark Sun are just on another level right now here, Billy, with that, especially with that nice fire strike. But again, how do you lose that fight? You have a 5-man EMP.
Just the overwhelming damage. I mean, you don't have the same kind of sustain there through the mid fight, and I mean, they amp their speed to get them on the point to get that EMP in a position. You don't have the amp heals to come through. Now you're looking at a Blossom coming out here, and this is absolutely massive from as we head into, I believe it's guarding.
Yes, I believe so. Or it might be Ruins.
No, this is Ruins. This is Ruins.
Yes. Yeah, Ruins is going to come in here. Ripley does find Demigodson out, though. That is a good opening that Arctic Wintons desperately need. They need this openings. They need this win. It's up to map point. It's up to series point. It's up to who goes on and who goes home. No more stop. Yeah, no more. There's nothing to keep you in this tournament any longer. And well, it looks like Arctic Wintons are going to be able to fight another day. For the meanwhile, ABC coming in strong with that Reaper play.
All it took was swapping to that Reaper guy, and you get it
from
done.
the side. Yeah,
right. I mean, he's my favorite character in the game. No, but I mean, already has a Blossom.
Yeah, that's
ready
crazy.
To go. That's actually insane how fast that's generated. So I mean, you've got a lot of staying power here for Darksun. You know, if you don't take it in this fight, I think that you should just go ahead and count your losses, go neutral, and don't invest any ultimates.
No, I definitely agree with you there. Death Blossom does come out, and they find ABC in the midst of it all. Death Blossom's just going to be invested. Sound Barrier as well, and that's just going to be quickly going back the way of Dark Sun.
You invest 2 ultimates to win the fight there. I think that I would have saved those and just try to win it in the neutral. You actually get the early pick, so I mean, you're in a 5v4 situation. You don't necessarily have to invest it, but you know what? I respect it. And now you've got Blizzard ready to go.
Yeah, Blizzard ready to go, and the Shatter coming online. Only, if they can get this Lucio, if they can get the Sound Barrier online from Anonymous, that would be massive. But I don't think it's gonna be happening. Wiley has to get a big EMP here, or their tournament lives are done, and Anonymous is down. That might just be the kicker in the hand. There's still 50 or 40% to go. ABC's going down. No, this is not what you want to see if you're an Arctic Wintons fan, Billy, as it's already up to 70%, and Ripley's going down. They haven't even needed to use an ultimate to win the fight.
Winning it in the neutral is so absolutely beautiful. That's gonna be Wiley go down with EMP in hand. It's done. It's over.
It's Jover indeed. There's unless there's a magnanimous stall coming in, but no one gets the touch, and in the end, Dark Sun takes the series in a 3-0 fashion.
That is team fight 101 throughout all 3 maps. They absolutely had a fantastic game. And I love the fact that we get the Lucio play of game here. Absolutely great here. I mean, what a disengage. Going away from it, and then the sound barrier is going to come in here and save everybody. That is absolutely massive. Great fight win. You know what? I tell you what, I take it back. You know, I gave him the credit for where credit was due. But I mean, that sound barrier actually was really needed to make sure that they did solidify that team fight win. But I mean, front to back, absolutely beautiful team fighting here from your Dark Sun team. 3-0 win. We got to say goodbye to Arctic Wintons till MTT 13.
Yeah, unfortunate. This is where it ends, and hopefully, maybe a Winston medal will come around season 13, Billy. Maybe, perhaps? Question mark. Mayhaps. But that's in the future now. That's probably in, I would say, February or March. We don't know the dates yet. So obviously we'll probably know the dates coming down towards the grand finals timeline to give
2
people
weeks.
In about 2 weeks. But that's in 2 weeks. This is the here and now, and the here and now is Dark Sun taking that map. And now, well, we know their matchup. We were supposed to cast that match earlier today, but that ended in a forfeit, so it turns into the matchup between Dark Sun and Short Bus in the losers round 3. So that's going to be something to check on. I don't know if it's going to be this week or next week. I forget how they do the lower bracket matches. I think they might have to do 2 in a week or something. But if it's going to be there, you might see it on stream. You might not. Hopefully, because it's going to be a good match. But other than that, Billy, do you have anything else to say?
I have lots to say, mostly about your horrible puns and Reaper play. But there's lots coming up this weekend. Make sure that you got notifications on here for Twitch. Make sure that you got them on and you don't have the channel muted in the CGL Discord as well. Because we do have a lot of games coming up. Teams have not scheduled their games yet, so they're probably waiting till tomorrow. We're going to have a slew of games. I have a feeling that this weekend is going to be absolutely jam-packed full of matches across console, across PC, NA, EU. There's going to be something for everybody, so make sure that you got the notifications on, not only for CGL1, which you're watching right now, but CGL_2 and CGL_3.
I think it's just CGL3. And
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I think it's CGL3, just because we were supposed to have just CGL2, not CGL_2, but someone took
Somebody stole it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, but like, looking at obviously, if you want to look at the brackets, they're all available for you online. The winner semifinals matches and pretty much every tier are kind of crazy. I'm really excited to see those coming down the line, so you're not going to want to miss that. That is going to be it from me and Billy on the broadcast. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to our wonderful production staff, Rhino Vod, KhazixMayJump, I think is what their Twitter is.
Little Joe.
And Little Joe was on the observing as well. So that will be it. Thank you all for watching, and wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful rest of your day.